Thank you. Yeah, wait for a while, just tomorrow. Thank you very much. So I'm not much familiar with technology, so a little bit distraction. So tonight my job is to entertain you. So you are very familiar with what's going on in Egypt, what's going on in the Tunisia, so Yemen, Algeria. So my tonight's topic is related to the same topic. So here is a MICE movement for the democracy. And how can you help the democratic movement around the world is just laugh. So if you don't laugh, I will put please laugh. Okay. So my name is Professor Khudada. I'm not fully professor because still I have hair on my head. Not full professor. Still I have hair, so you have to wait to become full professor. But still I can claim that I can make you laugh, at least make you smile. So my class name is BB, Big Brother, and it's graduate class. So, and the Big Brothers, why we call this class Big Brother? Because all the politicians, I'm especially talking about the heads of the states, presidents or the prime ministers, we call them Big Brothers because every day they come on the TV, they make speeches, they make statements, and all these statements, either we want or not, they impact our lives. So that's why we call them Big Brothers. And by their decision makings, by their talks, by their statements, they actually torture us because we don't want to listen to them, but still they are on TV, they are on newspapers, they are on internet. So they are actually torturing us. So in a way to become resilient is to laugh on them. It's a way to get out of it. So this class is, the expectations in this class is you must have critical laughing skill. So everybody has laughing skills, but here I just want you to be critical, yes? If you are not critical, you are not going to smile or laugh. If you are not going to laugh or smile, so I will assume that you don't have the critical laughing skills. So at least to show that you have critical laughing skills, smile at least or laugh. Okay. So the goal of this course is to enhance your laughing skills and ability and make you resilient or shield yourself against the big brothers. My grades, your grades. I will grade you at the end of this class. So the grading system is based on how you will laugh. If you want to show your critical laughing, so you know the people who are critical, usually they try to be serious, just like this. But still, if you are looking just serious, and if you are a critical laugher, so you might be do this just to show your seriousness and laughing at the same time. The biggest brother, who is Obama, yes? So I will start from the Obama. And Obama is saying, it's a quote from him about the Halloween. Halloween is very famous here in Canada, in the US and Canada, yes, especially here in this part. So he's saying, I have nothing to hide. I enjoy myself. I'm not going to change who I am just because it's Halloween. I bet you are not yourself right now because you are wearing shirt, you are wearing pants, yes? So right now, you are mostly pants and shirts, small parts of, this is just yours, yes? Because in other parts you are hiding. What Obama is saying, I'm not hiding myself. So the only place that you could really be yourself, I think, is just bathroom, nothing, not doing. So, then the old empire, a representative, a typical representative of an old empire, Tony Blair. Tony Blair says, you only require two things in your life. Keep in mind, sanity, your sanity, and your wife. I think here he wanted to say sanity and insanity, but he don't want to her wife know, his wife know, sorry, his wife know. So that's why he said sanity in your wife. He wanted to say sanity and insanity. And then he says, I don't make predictions. I never have, and I never will. I think for making predictions, you need knowledge, yes? It's in skill. I think schooling, I know Tony Blair went to schools, but sometimes schooling don't change you. That's what happened to this guy, I think. Here is our country, Pakistan. So, backbone, a skeleton. This is a country, but true is just a backbone because there is no economy. So the Pakistani Prime Minister says, our big brother, says, we have sacrificed our soldiers, we have sacrificed our economy. What else do United States wants? So Pakistani president said, this is a very simple question, what United States wants. If the Pakistani Prime Minister, if the big brother of the Pakistani nation can solve this simple question, so it means Pakistan should be a part of third world country. It deserves to be part of third world country. Because if you don't have anything to sacrifice, you have to sacrifice your sacrifices. Yes? So it's very simple. Then India, because if there comes talk of Pakistan and you don't mention India, it's not fair, I think. So I just also tell about India. So the Prime Minister of the India, Manmohan Singh, says, India happens to be a rich country, keep this in mind, inhabited by very poor people. Believe me, whenever I go to the dollar store, I remember this saying of Manmohan Singh. I say, dollar store is a brand store, except stuffed by $1 items. So Manmohan Singh is saying the same thing, a rich country, poor people. And then he says, life is never free of contradictions. Yes, it's true, it's really true. Manmohan Singh represents the Congress party, a party in the India, but he's the Prime Minister of the. So he claims that he's serving the whole India, but actually he's just serving his own party. It's true. It's true everywhere, yes? You are the president of the, they are a representative of the Democrats or Republican. You claim, anybody claim that I serve the United States, but actually serving Democrats are Republican. Happy Valentine's Day, Vladimir Putin. So, Vladimir Putin actually tasting you, including me. He says, whoever does not miss Soviet Union has no heart. Do you miss Soviet Union? I'm asking you. Do you miss Soviet Union? If you don't, it means you don't have heart. Just put here your hand. It might not beating. Mine one is still beating, so I'm sure that I have heart, but I'm not missing the Soviet Union. And then he said, whoever wants it back has no brain. So I have a brain. Vladimir Putin says, I have a brain because I don't want Soviet Union back. Do you want? Anybody want? Okay. So, Oh, happy Valentine then again. This time to Angela Merkel. Vladimir Putin again says, we discussed this very important issue yesterday over a beer. I never drink anything alcoholic, including the beer, so I don't know what people talk on beer. But whenever I have it, people usually talk their love affairs over the beer. So if Vladimir Putin talks with Angela Merkel in whispering into each other's ears, they must be saying Happy Valentine Day. So Vladimir Putin again, and he's saying, they have shown that no one can scare them. I don't know what he's talking about, but I think he's talking about the Chechen, because he always tried to subjugate them, but he was never successful. So now he's saying, okay, if they are not scared, let them send to the other people who are already scared. So other people, other part of the world who are really troubled by the terrorism, so they are sending from the Chechnya. They are driving out them from Chechnya to go to other countries, yes, where the people are already scared, because these people are not scared. So this is the Muslim tradition. The Muslims claim that you have not to subjugate to anybody except the God, and one sign of the subjugation is to kiss others' hands. If you kiss other hands, it means you are bowing down to somebody. So it's why the King Abdullah, a representative of the Muslim world, say kissing hand is alien to our values and morals, and it's not accepted by free and noble souls. I know. Hand is not really sensitive area. So the king doesn't really like to kiss the hand. That's why he's saying it's not acceptable by the free and noble souls, but he likes to kiss here, on the cheeks, on the lips, blah, blah. I don't know. Okay. Here is another Muslim ruler. So he's saying it would take a miracle to find a dialogue and a peaceful solution out of the crisis. So, you know, everybody know the miracles doesn't happen. Do you believe in miracles?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, okay. Those who are believing. I'm not a person who believes in the miracle. So I say, if miracles happen, it's good. But if it doesn't, it means people who are trying to solve the crisis in peaceful manner, they are no more than the third of these animals. So the king is riding. And then the king is saying, we are asking our friends too, you know, help us. Let us succeed. Let's be a model and a symbol for others. I think it's out of the fashion, yes. People like to be casual. They do not like to dress like kings. So if the king comes into the fashion industry, even if the friends help, he will not succeed. People will not follow that. And then Hugo Chavez, our maybe middle brother, I'm not saying very, very big brother. He says that I have said it already. I'm convinced that the way to build a new and better world is not capitalism. Capitalism leads us straight to the hell. So, what's the country? What do you think that the country represents the capitalism in the whole world? It's United States, yes?
Mm-hmm.
And Hugo Chavez is saying capitalism leads to straight to the hell. So you are right now in the hell. Do you feel warm?
Most I did.
So it snows. I never thought that it snows in the hell, but believe me, for 2 years I saw it snows in the hell, and I feel cold in the hell.
Oh my God.
So again, Hugo Chavez, he says, well, we can try to measure democracy just as you measure temperature with a thermometer or pressure with a barometer. I think if you can measure democracy, then it must be in terms of tons, yes? And the United States represent democracy. And you see whatever happening in the Algeria, in the Yemen, in the Egypt, it's just because the United States has this surplus democracy, and it exported this surplus democracy to the other part of the world, and they become very rich in their democracy. So the people turn out in the streets and trying to show how rich they became in democracy. So, some of you laugh, but not all of you. I'm not going to fail you. So, giving all you A plus, please laugh. Stanley.
Your turn to take over.
Okay, thank you.